welcome to Barbados versus Eritrea. We're here in Malaysia for the 2018 Crap World Cup. It's 3 p.m. It's cloudy. I'm Jack Shepherd. My colour commentator today is James Cartwright. Here we are.
Yeah, hello guys. Thank you for joining us. Looking forward to this one. Both sides looking for a victory after losing their opener. Mongolia beat Eritrea 1-0 and 2-0, and Barbados, despite taking the lead against Malaysia, ended up losing 2-1.
Sargent with a goal in that game.
He did. He surged forward and buried it. I wouldn't be surprised if he did again.
So the other group game earlier today, James, ended 1-0 to Mongolia. The Malaysians losing their home game, which leaves them on 3 points, easily catched by one of these two. With the winner today, both of these teams need to win. Potential to knock out the hosts in the first round. Their national anthem sounds like the Coronation Street song. So the Bank of Palestine there, sponsoring the jersey, the crowd rise to their feet. Hooligan, Sargent, unchanged sides for both teams, as I'm sure we'll see in just a moment when the team sheets come up. Expecting anything major, James?
I'm not, no. Not particularly.
Positive stuff there from the colour commentator. I expect a fair few goals in this game. Couldn't say who would win though. So here we are, team sheets coming up. Barbados, Primus in the goal. Bailey, the captain. King up front.
That's the man that'll help though, Andy Sargent, the man who got that winning goal.
Correct. Harris on the opposing wing. Jules and Hooligan in the midfield. No wing backs or full backs, only the centre backs there. So here we have Eritrea. Selvin Yex, the captain. Rubio. Bloody hell, Rubio in goal. And we have Nduwaru Gurira up front with Solomon, Simon and Torres feeding him the ball. He will hope Idris and Daniel bolstering the midfield with Murillo and Berhane bombing up the wings. Barbados kick off and we are underway here.
We are indeed.
Cooler conditions today. The cloud cover has
yeah, it's been quite nice. We've had a good day today.
Taking the sting off the sun.
Coming into our commentary box for today's football matches. Were you impressed with Barbados last game?
Barbados are a beautiful side, beautiful country. Devil Louith. Hooligan gives it to Sam Harris or something. Harris picks it up again in midfield, plays it through to Edmé. Edmé holds it up, passes it back to Harris. What good link-up play by these two here. Harris whips one in. It's Howell. Blocked there by Eritrea. Daniel gives it to Solomon. Solomon finds Simon there. Simon trotting it down the field. Gives it to Solomon. What can Solomon do with it? Very little.
Still yet to score a goal in this tournament, Eritrea. Semi-finalists in 2014. But we could see them going out of this competition.
Edmé. King
beasts his way through. And what on earth has King done there? It all seemed it was a logical process from King.
King seemed to come to a standstill, but got the back heel off to everyone's surprise. Now it's Eritrea on the counter-attack. Good tackle there, but it goes straight to an Eritrean player and the shot just wide.
Just wide, narrowly. Good shot.
The goalkeeper was flopping to the deck there. Would never have got there had it reached the goal. 2 balls on the field there. We only need one. This isn't snooker. Plenty of fans turning up today, as we've seen all tournament. Hinkson tricks the attacker into coming for him. Jules picks the ball up in midfield, gets it to Edmé. Edmé pushes it out to Harris on the wing. Harris steams past a man and gets tackled by another. Manages to get the ball back though. to their defence. Barbados here. Sargent. Sargent gets the ball for the first time all day. Doesn't do much with it, but he whips across in. And it's straight to Danny Rubio. Sargent there, unable to reach the challenge. Torres bombing upfield now. To the striker, Torres. Well placed there by Jules. Jules, the centre midfielder, box to box, obviously. As most midfielders are these days, have to be. But that was a wasted effort there. The striker there passes it to Simon. Simon on a run. Simon gets barged out the way by Hinkson. Great play on the defence. He's doing keepy ups. Edmay there gets squeezed. Back to the goalkeeper. They go. No, they don't go. So it's Howell now. Sargent makes a run for it. Sargent's through. What can Sargent make of this? Surging forward now.
I don't know what's been given there.
Corner there. Sargent taking the corner.
Bit of a boring game this so far. Nothing really happening.
Sargent whips one in. Goalkeeper grabs it.
Simple. Easy with the goalkeeper.
Edmay runs into a man. The striker now picks the ball up. Simon running with it. Chased by Harris. Harris slides and wins the tackle. No, he's giving away a free kick there. Harris there. Not happy with himself. Referee giving him a stern telling off. The Barbadian there walking away. I thought that was a good tackle. Oh, it was the ball sucking there. It's really got him in trouble. You can't do that in football. Not at the Club World Cup, you can't.
Sitting good and proper. It's a free kick for some reason. Is it offside?
Free kick there to Barbados. 2 minutes of extra time. Added time. Get them two mixed up. So Optimus Primus now tries to find a man. Misses him.
I just wouldn't pop back out to him.
And that's 0-0 at half time. James, a very boring first half.
Yeah, I think that's been one of the more boring games we've had at the tournament so far, and maybe an example why neither of these sides are going to head through.
A shared point not be good enough here for either side.
Probably not, no.
Barbados Eritrea 0-0. Will there be a highlight reel? It should be short, so we'll see you in a few minutes.
I would be surprised if there is a highlight reel, but we'll see.
Lovely stadium there. There's a highlight.
Kicking off.
A slide tackle.
Good tackle.
Oh yes, that was a good effort.
Oh, the shot that was narrowly wide, yes.
Barely there. That was it.
That's the highlight reel.
Short highlight reel there, so we'll be back with you in just a few seconds. On the way again here at the Stadio Malaysia. Oh,
Way.
a terrible pass there, wayward.
Rightly so. Hooligan.
Barbados looking good on the attack here. Edmay to King.
Oh, he put
Just
it wide. How did he do that?
And he's fell over in disgust.
Yes.
Let's see this again. He just scooped it wide. And he's hurt himself there. Dead, perhaps. Rightly so. So here we are, 0-0 still after that wasted chance. Rubio with the kickoff. Salvignacs. The captain there, Salvignacs. Torres gives it to Daniel. Plenty of space to run into. Daniel gives it to Torres. Torres tries to turn, but he can't get control of the ball. And gives it away for a throw-in. So Barbados now on the ball. Harris on the right wing. Edmure wins it back. No, Mansilla wins it back. Edmure lost it. Howell here. No, Burhane. I'm getting them mixed up. Hooligan. Jules. Jules running with it. Passes it to Market King. Sargent! Sargent! With the goal!
It's there!
It's the opener!
Sargent again! This man is on fire!
Well,
What a
Sargent
guy!
there.
He's become a fan's favourite. And nobody picked him up.
No one picked him up. He's the Sergeant of Barbados. I'm happy to see Sargent get another goal. Off the underside of the goalkeeper's glove there. Lucky to go in, but it's Sargent, isn't it? You don't stop those. The number 47 there. Andy, of course. Andy Sargent.
Yes, what a guy. The hero of the club so far. And maybe can he get a reward for his hard work?
So Eritrea now trailing.
And if I'm right,
Out of the
Eritrea
tournament.
potentially crashing out of the tournament so early on. Torres. They will not be killed. No.
Daniel had a pop there, but he got blocked. Oh, one man versus three here. Oh, and
Oh.
what incredible defending there. That is what you like to see.
Well timed. Beautiful stuff.
Goalkeeper
Well saved.
saw that one coming.
And they managed to avoid a corner. Ooh.
Torres there. Skips past a man. Skips past another.
Yes.
Torres. Torres in the box now. Lost the ball there to Codrington.
Do you think any of these sides can go anywhere in this tournament? When you've got a man like Sargent potentially.
Sargent. He's,
But they need to hold on to the victory here.
so it's Simon now on the ball. Gives it to Murillo. Back to Simon. What can Simon do with it here? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Edmure on the ball now. Gives it to King. King through to Howell. Howell, what can he do with it? Howell's chipped the goalkeeper and it's 2-0 Barbados. Eritrea are out of the Crap World Cup.
It looks like it at the group stage. I think, I think we'd have to say that.
Howell
Was giving Barbados a massive victory, potentially.
they're drawing with Malaysia in points.
But they're overtaking them in terms of goal difference now.
I'm not sure. Goalkeeper there left stranded by his defence. And a great finish there. 2-0. Eritrea failed to score all tournament, I believe.
Yeah, for a team that made the semi-finals last time, this has been a disappointing showing from Eritrea.
And knowing Eritrea, they will come out in game 3 and win 6-0. Celestine Howell there.
But of course, they will be meeting Malaysia in that game, so that's going to be a crunch match, isn't it? It'll be a crunch match between Barbados and Mongolia as well.
Solomon picks it up. What can he do with it? Solomon gives it to Simon. Simon tackled in the box. It falls to Unduagra, and he shoots but misses. King now picks the ball up. King with another great ball through to Edmure. Terrible pass there. Wasted counter-attack. King now again with the ball. He's everywhere, King. He's the new Jazuli.
He is indeed.
And it's 2 minutes of added time here. Barbados surely with the victory. Can they make it 3 here in the final embers of the game? Nope. Although it's fallen. Oh, it's full time.
2-0 to Barbados and a crucial victory.
A terrible game, but Barbados with the points.
Yes.
So we've got one more game to play today.
Yes.
Which will be, as my colour commentator
Right, I will
will
just
say.
sort it. The final game will be the first one of Group B, of the second round of Group B, which is Latvia versus British Virgin Islands.
Latvia in the rain. They are like that. It's always raining in Latvia. British Virgin Islands, of course, used to these climates. They don't mind what the weather is. Highlights of this game available here. Not really worth watching. There's that effort in the first half. Just wide. Any more comments, James?
No.
Fair enough.
A good victory for Barbados.
Yeah. Here's the goal from Sargent there. Goalkeeper could have done better, should have done better really, but Sargent hit that with such ferocity. So we'll see you in 2 hours on EA Sports HD Live for Latvia, British Virgins. 2-0 here, Barbados. Full time.